Hi, and welcome to my first video. Thank you so much for joining me as I'll be discussing my 10 goals for 2025 as a small business owner. I'll also play some order packing footage in the background. But I should probably introduce myself first, right? Hi, I'm Courtney. I make whimsical, nature-inspired jewelry, and I've been running my Etsy shop for over 4 years to help support myself through college and university. But now, I'm a full-time small business owner, so it's time to get serious and set some goals. My first goal of the year is to start YouTube. Woohoo! I did it! Starting a YouTube channel is something that I've wanted to do for such a long time, but I always found a reason not to, such as focusing on my education throughout high school, college, and university, which, to be fair, is a valid reason. Focus on your education. But since graduating, I felt lost and didn't feel ready or like I was even capable of creating good quality content. I am a bit of a perfectionist, honestly, to an unhealthy degree, which is a habit I'm actively trying to break. So, in the spirit of that, I thought, screw it. I may as well just try. I doubt I'll ever feel 100% ready anyway. I really want to share my process with you, as personally I love other small business related channels, and I really want to be a part of this awesome community. Which leads me to my second goal, building a community. As much as I love other platforms, I feel like long form content is my favourite, because I can watch along whilst I'm working. It's just so much more personal and engaging to me. I do have a small following of awesome people on other platforms like TikTok, but I think YouTube is the place to really build more of a connection and engage with other creative people. Speaking of creativity, this year, I'd like to create more artistic pieces. Creating more complex artistic pieces is something I dabbled in last year, and is definitely something I'd love to do more of this year. Over the course of my small business journey, I've learnt so much and have improved my skills massively. So, leaving my comfort zone and designing more unique pieces is something I really want to do, both to test my skills and to feel more creatively fulfilled. However, those more complex, higher quality pieces are much more time consuming to make, meaning I need to charge more for them to pay myself a fair wage. So another goal is to expand my range of more affordable options too. Offering unique yet affordable jewelry was my main motivation when I started my small business a few years ago. I was tired of the same boring options available in the big chain stores that would turn my skin green, break easily, and in my opinion was way overpriced. I already have quite a few options at £3 to £5, but I know all too well that bills and basic necessities are really expensive right now. But we all deserve a little treat, right? So in addition to those artistic pieces, offering affordable options is still really important to me. Talking of the cost of living, this year I need to earn a livable income. Yeah, that would be really great. I'll be the first to admit that running a small business with the joys of rent, bills, and groceries to pay for is super stressful, because my income can fluctuate so much from month to month. Some are amazing, but others leave me anxiously looking at my bank balance wondering where did it all go wrong? But let's not dwell. I've got some plans for 2025, such as this channel. I'm hoping that it'll help my business to grow, and it would be great to get monetized too. I guess this is where I should ask you to subscribe to help me meet those sweet monetization requirements. As a new subscriber, here's my pledge to you. This year, I will be more consistent on social media. Here on YouTube, I'd like to aim for a weekly upload schedule, but let's keep it real. Maybe every 10 days is more realistic whilst I'm still finding my rhythm. There's a lot left to learn and figure out. I'm trying to keep it realistic, as in the past I've had a tendency to bite off more than I can chew in an attempt to appease the algorithm gods. For months at a time, I'd force myself to post every single day. I was super burnt out and it didn't even pay off because I traded quality of my content for quantity. It's safe to say that I finally learned from my mistakes, and I'll be aiming for a much more healthy and achievable goal for both short form and long form content, so feel free to also check out my TikTok, which I'll link below. Assuming it hasn't been banned for those of you in America, I really hope not. Goal 7. Making time for myself. Running a small business as just one person is a lot of work. You're telling me I'm responsible for doing everything by myself? Damn, my boss is mean. I can't remember the last time I did something for just me. When I do get 10 minutes spare at the end of the day, I end up mindlessly scrolling on TikTok and somehow feeling worse. My Nintendo Switch is sat collecting dust, so maybe I should hop back on Stardew Valley, my favourite game. I have a degree in mental health, so I've known for years that making time for myself would help me to feel better. So why haven't I? Well, that's because of my next goal. Breaking harmful beliefs. I've known it's unhealthy for a while, but I just genuinely don't feel like I deserve to relax. There's so much to do and I feel like I'm constantly falling behind. Maybe if I just push through, then I'd deserve a break. But no matter how hard I try, my work's never really complete. But what is it they say? Rome wasn't built in a day. I guess there really is always tomorrow. And I should acknowledge how hard I work to accomplish everything else. So even if I only have 15 minutes of an evening, this year I'll tell myself that I deserve to relax and do something to nurture me. If you related to what I just said, take that as a reminder for yourself too. You deserve it. Goal number 9. File taxes in April. I'm putting this one in to purely hold myself accountable, as usually I leave this pretty late because, taxes. I have way better stuff to do. But seriously, leaving it until just before the deadline is so stressful. I filed my taxes on New Year's Eve last year, which, to be fair, is a whole month before the deadline. Ooh, go me. But it was awful having it nag away in the back of my mind, being in bold capital letters on all of my to-do lists. At quite literally the busiest time of year. The run-up to Christmas. So from now on, I'd like to make sure that I handle everything shortly after the tax year ends. I'll let you know how that goes. Lastly, I want to love what I do. Don't get me wrong, I do. It is my dream. But sometimes it can be easy to take for granted when I'm so stressed and burnt out. So I'm hoping that the previous 9 goals combined can help me to avoid that this year, so that I can truly appreciate how lucky I am and how hard I've worked to get here. So those are my 10 goals. I hope you stick around to see how the year ahead goes, and thank you so much for watching. I'd love to know what you got up to whilst listening to me ramble. Like, did you draw, crochet, or just take a moment to relax? Whatever you did, you're doing great. And I'm so glad that you joined me. I hope to see you again soon, and take care. Love, the Mystical Bunny.